Beat on the beat.
Welcome to A Stylish Life. My name is Shakayla Diamond. Today I'm here to give you some tips on how to prepare for a new semester. I know that after the holiday we've all gone back to school, and for college students you're probably, depending on where you are, you might be in your third week, or if you're like me, you might be in your first week. Today was actually my first day of classes, so I'm just going to give you some tips that I use to help me prepare for a new semester. So first, the top 5 tips are: reflect on your past semester to see what you can improve on or change. Like, say for instance, you were procrastinating too much last semester and everything was getting done at the last minute. You might want to fix that for this semester if it caused you too much stress. Planning ahead, so maybe making to-do lists if you don't use to-do lists. Being able to plan what you need to get done, you know, for that next day. So always do it the day before. That way you don't have to be thinking the day of, oh, what do I need to get done, or be frazzled. Or you can write out your homework, or, you know, write out, you know, what projects need to be due when, or, you know, what assignments are due when, so that you can always be ahead of the game and planned, and you know what's due when and what has to happen and when it has to happen. Also, if you need to improve on, you know, working less, if you worked too much last semester and it was too much on you along with school, and you have room to, you know, lessen the amount of hours that you work, then you can do that. And also just looking at what worked and what didn't work. So what were you doing that worked well for you, and what were you doing that, you know, didn't work well and you need to fix it. So the second tip is set a GPA goal. So for me, I started doing this maybe like 2 years ago. I started setting out for the GPA that I wanted for that semester, because college is a lot harder than people think, especially if, you know, you work or have an internship. You have more than just homework in school. So you might want to set a GPA that way that you know, okay, I need to do this and that during this semester along with my other duties to fulfill this GPA goal that I have for myself. So I always do that each semester, and then you can, you know, it'll be good to look at the end of the semester back at that goal that you set to see if you achieved it. And it's always good to, you know, achieve a goal that you set out to achieve. So third, give yourself a grace period to relax and reset. So I personally don't do this just yet, but I need to start implementing it, because when you're so on the go, that causes burnout. When you are working and you don't give yourself any break, you burn out. And when you burn out, it can get really bad, especially if it's been so long that you've been working. Like, your body will literally shut down. Like, it's happened to me, because I'll continue to keep working, have so much on my plate, and I'm not relaxing, or, you know, taking a step back or taking a minute to just breathe and relax. So you can reset, or, you know, relax by, when you come home, not getting right to your homework or right to whatever you have to do, but maybe take 15 minutes, eat a little snack or something, and then start to do what you need to do. But only take out that 10 minutes. That way you aren't procrastinating on what needs to get done. Or also, along with that 15 minutes, say, okay, when I come, if you don't work, or you don't work that particular day, say, okay, when I get home, I'm going to work on this from this time to this time. After that, I get to, you know, relax, eat, watch TV, do what I want to do. That way your whole night isn't dedicated to getting homework done. Or if you do things like YouTube, trying to plan for YouTube videos and things like that, you have a set time of, okay, this is happening from this to this time. The rest of this time is for me. Or even, you know, taking yourself out on a date once a week, you get that time to just relax and, you know, take a step back from the world. And even, you know, putting the phone down, you get a chance to reset and relax and don't have to worry about, you know, scrolling on social media. Because the time that you use to scroll on social media, you could be using that to relax and reset. Because once we get on social media, we might get on there just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get on here, I don't have nothing to do at the moment. But then we're scrolling and scrolling, and might end up hours later we look up, it's 5 o'clock and we like, oh my god, I've been sitting here on social media. So, you know, do things that'll allow you to relax and reset, because you can't feel into anything with an empty cup. If you're empty, you won't get anything done to the standard that you could have gotten it done if you were full. So allow yourself to relax and reset. This is some advice that I need to take myself, but that is a really good tip. So next, writing down the events that on a calendar that you know that you already have. So when the semester starts, if you know that, you know, on April 23rd you have this to do, or you know, March 2nd you have this to do. Write down those events ahead of time. That way you can work your schedule around that. If you have to tell a teacher in the beginning of the semester, oh, you know, I have to miss class this day because blah blah blah, do that at the beginning. That way you can have everything in order. Like me, for example, I just started my semester today. It is January 22nd. I'm going to Fashion Week from February 6th through 10th. And that's a Wednesday. The 6th is a Wednesday, and I have classes on Wednesday and one class on Thursday. I know that I'm going to have to tell those teachers I won't be able to make it to class on the 6th and the 7th because I will be away. It's also okay to miss class for things that are important for what you're going to school for. So like I've missed class for a video shoot because it was like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like if I didn't jump on it, I would have been crazy. I missed class because I was able to assist someone with a video shoot for a celebrity. So if I wouldn't have gone because, oh, I have class, that's crazy. You're going to school for because you want to do this particular thing in your life. So why wouldn't you miss school for those, you know, important things? And just like Fashion Week, I'm not going to say, oh, I can't go to Fashion Week because I'm in school. No, I'm going to work my schedule around that. So think about what events or things that you might have to do during the semester. Write it out ahead of time. You can do it on the calendar. You can do it in a journal. And then that way you can plan your schedule around that. So next is clear out your email and delete all old documents that you no longer need, which will also help you to clear space on your computer. So like, you know, old assignments from like past classes from different semesters, old emails from, you know, like newsletters from your school or from your teachers, things that you don't need, delete it out your computer so you can make new space for the new things that you'll have to do for this semester. If you've already turned the assignment in, it's really no need to keep it unless it's something that you want to refer back to. So like I've done projects for classes and stuff, and I want to keep that because it's great things, or I might have created great ideas for this assignment that I could use in real life. So those are the types of assignments that I keep. Assignments that you don't need, emails that you don't need to look at anymore, delete it. That way you don't have clutter, especially in your email. You don't want to, you know, keep old stuff that you don't need and then your email becomes junky. Like at one point in my email, I had 23,000 emails of a bunch of nothing. So I think it was 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I went in my email and I set out to empty my email. So I emptied my email all the way to 0, and from that point on, I do not allow for my email to get junky. If I don't need it, it has to go. So just make sure that you clean out your email and you clean out your computer of documents that you no longer need that may have been like past assignments. So those are my 5 tips. So just to go back over, the first one was reflect on the past semester and see what you need to change or what you need to fix that can help you for this semester. The second is set a GPA goal. That way that you're able to refer back to it to see if you achieved it. The third is give yourself a grace period to relax and reset because you don't want to burn out. And you know, once you crash and burn, it's never good. 4, write down on a calendar what events you might have through the semester that you already know of. That way you can plan your schedule ahead. Number 5 is clear out your email and old documents. So also, a few other just side notes that I wanted to say was you need to give yourself a break even from school, and don't feel bad about taking time out for yourself, because this goes back to the crash and burn and relax and reset. Sometimes you have to take a break from school. Sometimes you might have to say, okay, I can't do this tonight. Like I'm literally gonna have to wait till the last minute to do it because I don't have the energy. You don't want to do something and not do it to the best of your ability. So if you have to wait to do it when you feel better and when you feel up to it, then you might have to just do that. A lot of people don't understand how hard college is. College is literally a full-time job. They think, oh, you going to class, it's easy. No, it's not at all. Trust me. I'm telling you from experience, and I graduated in May. I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's not as simple as people think, but they won't understand your struggle until they go to college and they finish themselves. Especially if you're doing things aside from just class. Like I said, internships, work. You might have a YouTube channel. You might have a business. You might have a lot of other things going on that you can't just only be school. So it's okay to take a break from school and a break from all of your other responsibilities if you need to, because like I said, you cannot fill up anything or complete anything to your best ability with an empty cup. It just doesn't work. So next is figure out little things that can make your life easier. So like if that's meal prepping, picking out your outfits for the week on Sunday, do your homework the day you get it and not wait until like Sunday to do everything, and start final projects during the beginning of the semester. Like my teacher today told us what our final project was. If it's something that, you know, you can do right now, you can do that so that you don't have to wait and do it at the end of the semester and be stressed out and be doing finals week and, you know, just be all over the place. So things like meal prepping might help you because, hey, you might get home too late and you don't feel like cooking, but if you meal prep, you already have food in the refrigerator. I personally don't like to meal prep because I'm not really like a leftovers type of person. Meal prepping is leftovers, but I'm not really like a leftovers type of person, so I don't really meal prep. But if I make like a big steak or something and I don't eat all of it, or I make like a roast, of course you don't eat all of that in one day. And if I make food that stretches more than one day, I might eat it for one day after, but I don't do that, you know, like all the time. But meal prepping might work for you. It might allow you to, you know, have snacks through the week or have food through the week and not have to really worry about that. Like that's one less thing off your mental. Also, picking out your outfits on Sunday. I do that because it allows for me not to have to worry about it through the week. I pick it out, I fold it up, and I put everything together from like pants or bottoms to shirt to if I'm wearing a jacket with it. And then the day of, all I gotta do is put the final touches on it, like a bag or if I'm gonna wear lipstick or whatever. But at least I have all my outfits figured out and it's like out of sight, out of mind. And even if you don't do it on that Sunday for the whole week, even picking out your outfit the night before, that way if you wake up late or something, you don't have to be rushing and say, oh my god, what am I wearing? I don't know what I'm put on. Like, just do it the Sunday before. If you don't do it the Sunday before, do it the night before, but don't wait till the day of. Those are just small things that can make your life so much easier. And like I said, I do it and it works perfect for me. Also, doing your homework the day that you get it and not waiting until Sunday. This will allow you to have your Sunday to yourself, because I know me personally, I love having a Sunday that's relaxing, chill, you know, being able to relax and get ready for a new week. I tried to implement this into myself, but I did not succeed because, I don't know, sometimes I'll do my homework the day I get it, but I'm gonna just be honest, like I don't do it all the time. But it is a great tip if you know how to do it and stick with it. And then next is some questions to ask yourself. So first question is, are you maximizing your time? So we got 24 hours in a day. You take about 8 hours out of that, you know, for sleep and things like that. But are you maximizing your time? If you have breaks in between classes, are you getting things done for other classes that you could be doing? Are you getting things done for if you have a YouTube channel? Are you getting things done for if you have a business? Maximizing that spare time that you have to get other things done so you won't have to do it later. If you have class at this time and then work at this time, if you don't want to go all the way back home, maybe take that time to go sit in a library for a couple hours and get some things done that you've been wanting to do. Just maximize your time and don't leave any time unused, because the things that you might be stressing yourself out about at night, you could have been doing throughout the day because you had a little bit of time on your hands. Next is, do you want to get more involved? So to ask yourself this at the beginning of the semester, you might reflect like, dang, I didn't participate in no organizations, I didn't do any of that. You might want to say, I want to get more involved. So maybe look into clubs or organizations on campus that you can get involved with that might interest you. So that's something great to ask yourself in the beginning of the semester as well. Next is, are you giving your best? Like I said, reflect, reset, you know, relax, but don't reward yourself for being lazy. You have to make sure that you are giving your best effort. If you don't succeed at something, at least you try. At least you can, if you can say to yourself, I did my best, and it's okay that you did not succeed with it. But don't, I'm gonna just say, don't half-ass. Give your best, and if it doesn't work out, it just didn't work out, but at least you're happy with knowing that you gave your best. So if last semester you know you didn't give your best, give your best this semester. Put in a little bit more effort, and you have to be honest with yourself. You can't just be saying you gave your best and you know that you did not give your best, but you saying it to make yourself feel good. Like, no. And next is, are you being self-sufficient with your knowledge and what you learn? So me, I'm a real life sponge. I'm a real life sponge. So anything that I learn in class, I'm applying that to my real life. Anything that I did in the assignment, I'm applying that to my real life. If my teacher says make a project about a company, blah blah blah, when I tell you every class that told me to make a company, it's been called Young Stylish Lifestyle, which is my real business. And I've created projects and things like that for that business that they think is made up, but it's a real thing. And then I'll use those projects in my actual business. So just use your knowledge and be self-sufficient. You can't wait for somebody to hold your hand, because people think coming to college people are supposed to hold your hand. That's not that. And that's most of the reason why people say they don't like their school or college is a scam. It might be that, like, depending on what school you went to, you might say very well, like, I didn't have to pay for this. But a lot of the time people say that college is a scam because they're not self-sufficient with their learning. They're waiting for their teacher to hand them a job. The amount of money that you pay to go to school comes with a degree, not a degree and a job. It is your responsibility to do what you have to do with that degree. You paid that money, make it work for you as much as it can. You have to be self-sufficient. You have to seek out the resources around campus that people might not tell you about. You have to seek out, you know, what internships or whatever that you might want to get involved in that might help you. Like I said to y'all before, I've had, I think, 3 or 4 internships. Now, one of those internships came from my school. Yes, they do offer, they have an internship department. They do offer internships. I'm not saying that they don't. But me personally, I took it upon myself to find my internships. I didn't need anybody to be like, oh, here, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to bring to my teachers something that I've already been working on, and you can just help me or say, oh, I think you should fix this or that. But you have to be self-sufficient in your knowledge and what you're learning. And school doesn't just end with going to class. If you're in fashion, you should be reading magazines. You should be doing research. You should be watching documentaries. You should be keeping track of, you know, what's the breaking news in fashion. You should be trying to meet people and network with people who are in the field or doing what you want to do. But you have to be self-sufficient with that, because nobody is going to hand you anything. Yes, you're paying for college, but college comes with a degree. It does not come with a job. It does not come with money. Like, it comes with a degree. If you paid them that money, you went to your classes, and then you walked across the stage and got your degree, their job is done. They don't owe you nothing. They don't owe you no job. It don't say degree comes with instant job. No, you take that degree and that knowledge that you learned to find yourself a job. They might be able to help you in the process, but it ain't up to them to give you no job after college. So I'm gonna just leave y'all with that last one. Are you being self-sufficient, and are you taking control of your knowledge and what you learn. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it was helpful to you on preparing for your semester, and I hope that y'all have an amazing semester and get amazing grades, and you know, be able to enjoy great experiences and get great opportunities in your field or in your major. And yeah, I just hope that y'all have a productive semester. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.